Hey guys, Bro's coming here with a short video. I was getting ready to do a review and look at what I found in my drift. He's crawling in there, but there's a bug. Yeah, I just noticed that. I have no idea how long this thing has been frickin' in there, but there's a bug inside my transformer. Yeah. This is really concerning. Consider the fact that, I don't know if any other ones could be like this. I mean, no other ones have ports, but this is really concerning. These guys should have died out because a frost went over. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review because this is just really, really scary. So, yeah. Enjoy the review. Hello everybody, Bruce, come back here for a review. Yeah, been a while since I did one of these, haven't I? I deeply apologize. Just school stuff, whatever. Alright, I am here to review something, so let's do that. Alright, so today we are going to be, since the holiday season is very close to us, we are going to be reviewing Transformers Generations Drift. Yes, very festive, I know, but whatever, it's one I wanted to review, and there's something special about this guy, which you already saw, because, yeah, I mean, that problem's taken care of down there. Anyway, so we take a look at the figure here. It is in white plastic and some white paint, with red details and metallic blue window for paint, and for the plastic we also have a little bit translucent, which is very nice. We got silver on the wheels, and it's kind of like a gunmetal gray for these things. You can even see this. I'm not sure that that's gunmetal gray or silver. I don't know my colors. Why am I always stuffy when I do these? Anyways, yeah, so he rolls pretty well, nothing that super special. Under here we do have weapon storage for one of his swords, which is this one. We'll get into that later. If we take that out, it rolls a little bit better, because this, honestly, if we put this back in, it does drag a little bit, as you can see, so it's a little bit of a problem, but overall it's fine for the most part. It does drag a little bit, like I said. Yeah, you can basically see the robot. You got head, or you can basically see the robot because we have arms, head, back, legs, and yeah. Also, if we take a really close look in here, I don't know if you can see it, but there are little seats in there. Yeah. Actual seats. They're very close seats and not very useful, but there are seats in there, which is pretty cool. A little bit of an alternators-esque thing. And if you even want to go more alternators, you can. Technically, it's very hard to do. Pop open the doors and like raise them up like this, like they're opening, or like that. Actually, that works. Do that on both sides. If I can, there we go, and then, yeah, and then we have the doors opening, which starts off on our transformation. So what we're going to do is open those up, of course. Honestly, that's not the best choice of action to do first. Here, let me just close them back up, and then I'll show you what really to do, so let's back this up a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you take this off, then we are going to, actually, you know what, yeah, do the doors. I don't know. Alright, actually, we're gonna split that open. So, this is open now. So then we can take these parts and wiggle them out and flip these panels up. If you didn't see, what I did was, zoom in here just so you can get the light. What I did was they were like this. So, it's on a double hinge, so you have to collapse it. So, both hinges have to turn, and there we go. So next what we're going to do is take the doors and flip them up, if it's possible. It should be. There we go. Keep that in there, and open this one up, and there we go. Next, what we're going to do is fold out the feet entirely. They are on hinges, so it's going to be like this. What you want to do is hold these and straighten them out, because the legs are going to be part of this, so there we go. Next, what we're going to do is split the legs and take this piece right here. As you see, it's a double hinge with translucent plastic, which is a horrible design choice, but I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to flip this up, turn it, and put it in. So there we go. And also up over here, we're going to flip this up, turn it, put it down. And there we got the legs. So to finish with the arms, let's just raise this up a little bit. Oh, no, you can't see that. No, you can't see that either. Alright, so what we're going to do with the arms is we are going to... Actually, what we're going to do first is go in here. See this? You see they're on little hinges. So we're going to flip that up and fold in the windshield. So, yeah, these are also on two joints, two ball joint, actually a ball joint and a hinge. So, for the stem connecting it, what we're going to do is flip the handle for the sword up and flip that in, and there we go. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to take the arms, pull them down, and twist them like this. So, yeah. Next, what we're going to do, you see this actually connects in. So, what we're going to do is there's a little tab right here, and that's going to go in right there. So, we're just going to flip that in. And next what we're going to do is grab the fist here, just extend the arms so that we have arms. And then finally what we're going to do is rotate them around. There's a little hinge right here, you probably can't see it. Flip that up and open to get a better holding for the sword so it doesn't go against the back. And now we have Transformers Generations Drift. Now this guy is pretty cool if I do say so myself. He is fairly decent of a Generations figure. He's not that big. He's about average size of the time, because recently, like back in July or whenever Prid started, they've been really going down, like really decreasing the scale of these guys. Like, hold on a sec. I'll show you a comparison in a minute of what I'm talking about, but for right now we're just going to focus on the toy. So, this is a very cool figure, and he's very much favored in the Transformers line. Not really so much anymore, but as of before he was. Very posable. You got a hinge here with ball joint. The head looks like it would be on a ball joint. It's not, but it does have the same amount of range. It's got a swivel here, and you also look up. So yeah, it's basically like it's a pin with a hinge and then also a rotation. So it does all the same range as a ball joint, just more sturdier to do. So what we got is we have with the ball joint here. This is technically part of the transformation, but it does work. So yeah, we got this hinge here. We got a bicep swivel, double elbow joint, and a ball jointed wrist. So you get a lot of range there. The legs, on the other hand, you get kind of basic, I guess you could say, because we have ball joints here. So it goes, yeah, pretty good ball joint. Does have a hip swivel. I think that's what it's called. Don't correct me if I'm wrong, please. But the knee is really high up, so it feels like the knee should be right about here, but it's not. It's up here. So you get 90 degrees here, and it doesn't really work as well because, you know, yeah. It does work for some posing, but for the most part, it's not that very good. Also, articulation, I guess you could say, for his side, they're not, sheaths, that's what they're called, sides, what am I talking about? You got a hinge here, and then a rotation right about here. So, yeah, that works really cool. Weapons, he's got quite a lot. He has swords in here, so what you can do is just take them out of the sheath, and there you go. The swords are detailed really nice. They're a very nice silver. However, yeah, this is Hasbro we're talking about, so yeah. They're actually pretty sturdy compared to, you know, that right there. Yeah, it works really well. The hinge here, kind of for transformation. So yeah, you just put that in his hand. Actually, no, we're going to put this in the other hand just because of reasons. And yeah, there we go. Very cool. And also, because of how much articulation, he can reach over. Come on. It's so close. I don't know how it's done, but like, he can. Oh, wait. There we go. And we just reach him over here. And he can. Come on. And he can. Okay, no. Come on. Basically, just about unsheath his own sword, which is really cool. I do like that feature. It is very nice. Paint-wise, he's just got all the same paint. Head is very decent head. Works. It's very hard to pull off the silver on white, but it does work very nicely. He's also got a little head crescent and a very nice head sculpt with the whole very Overdrive-esque in the fact that he's got these little fin things sticking out. When I mean Overdrive, I mean Speed Convoy or whatever they called him in the show. Cybertron, or not Cybertron. What is Cybertron? But in Japan, it was Galaxy Force. So, you think that's enough, huh? He's already got 2 swords, but no, he has a third, like you saw. So what you can do is put one of these back, or both, doesn't really matter. And you gotta make sure you put these in the right sheaths, or they're not gonna go in all the way. And he can actually, this one is easily done. He can go up and go over and get this sword, which is, there we go, see? You can't see that. Like this, and yeah. This is very interesting. Fixed light. It's gray. The only paint on this thing is a little white. Yellow is the yellow right here. So yeah, and also we have, it's incredibly flexible. Like, this thing is like bludgeon ridiculous. And how ironic that they came out right around the same time. He can dual wield, of course, with these two, but most people like to put this back, and he can actually dual hand wield. He can use 2 hands to work the sword. It's fairly cool. There we go. If we can just adjust this right so everything is cool, we can, yeah. So there he is. He can hold both hands very nice. Let's just get in a little more acrobatic pose, I suppose. That's a horrible rhyme. I'm sorry. Yeah, there we go. Very, very cool. So he is, in fact, like I said, decent scale with right around. So here's Red Alert, which is actually an older mold, so it is a little bit bigger. And for comparison of what I was talking about before with the whole size decretion, here is someone very similar. Oh, I'm sorry, very similar to him. Here we have, yeah, another swordsman. It's very ironic how, here, I'll stand him up straight for you. We got him, and then if we stand him perfectly straight, yeah, just about a head taller. That's not good. We've really lost size to for these guys, which is very disappointing, but I can see why. So yeah, that has been overall, this figure is fairly good. There are a few design choices that really do hinder it slightly, such as the legs, but it looks very cool. It's actually kind of overrated nowadays. No one really digs Drift anymore, but when he did come out, he was like the big man on campus. But yeah, so that's just about it. This has been Brutal Bruticus, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.